It's Ganpati and it's Modak time.
Yeah.
This Bappa has Modak in his hands, which is actually a macaroon.
Which is actually a macaroon. Yum! So good. Smelling great,
है
na?
ना? Oh my god, this is next level. तो ये है एगलेस मोदक मैक्रोन्स बाय ऑफ कोर्स द वन एंड ओनली पूजा ढिंगरा. गणपति बाप्पा मोरया. मुंबई में हम हैं और यहाँ घर घर से खुशबू आ रही है मोदक की, जिसका मतलब ये है कि गणपति बाप्पा हमारे घरों में आ चुके हैं. अब चलते हैं एक रसोई में जो बहुत ही नायाब है. हमारी दोस्त है, उसका नाम है पूजा ढिंगरा, जो जानी जाती है मलिका मैखरून के इस नाम से. तो चलते हैं उनकी रसोई में और देखते हैं वो क्या बना रही है और उसको करेंगे एक छोटा सा ट्विस्ट और देंगे बाप्पा को मैखरून मोदक. चलिए. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You haven't been to this space before.
To this kitchen, this studio, yes, I haven't. But क्या चल रहा है पूजा?
क्या चल रहा है? बस काम चल रहा है. मैक्रोन्स बना रहे हैं, कपकेक्स बना रहे हैं, कुकीज बना रहे हैं. Life is good.
पूजा मेरी बहुत अच्छी दोस्त है. हमारी दोस्ती कुछ 15 सालों की है.
Almost. Yeah.
नवंबर 2010 में पूजा और मेरी पहली बार मुलाकात हुई थी. देखते पूजा को ये याद है या नहीं है. मुझे लगता नहीं याद है.
Rushina's house?
नो. मैं पेस्ट्री शेफ हुआ करता था ओबरॉय मुंबई में. और पूजा ने नई नई शुरुआत की थी. मैक्रोन्स सीख के आई थी. मैक्रोन्स बनाना बस शुरुआत ही किया था उसने. कुछ 5-6 महीने हुए थे और हमारे यहाँ एक फ्रेंच शेफ आए हुए थे जिनका नाम था क्रिस्टियन फॉर.
Yes.
रिमेंबर?
Yes.
और उनको मिलने पूजा आई थी और पूजा बड़ी डरी सी सहमी से उनको मिलने आई थी, ये बताने के सर मैंने आपके किचन में काम किया हुआ है पेरिस में, आपको पता नहीं याद है नहीं है, लेकिन ये मैंने शुरू किया है, आप प्लीज़ खा के बताइए ये आपको कैसे अच्छा लगता है. और मुझे अभी भी याद है शेफ क्रिस्टियन ने वो मैक्रोन खाए और एक बार फिर से देखा और पूछा कि इज़ दिस मेड इन इंडिया? आर यू श्योर ये हिंदुस्तान में बने हैं? हाँ, ये हिंदुस्तान में बने थे और हमारी पूजा ने बनाए थे. गणपति बाप्पा आ चुके हैं मुंबई में.
गणपति बाप्पा
आई एम श्योर बहुत कुछ चल रहा है फेस्टिव, काफ़ी कुछ दिख रहा है. कुछ मोदक मैक्रोन टाइप का कुछ बनाए?
Actually, that was the plan.
ओके.
हाँ.
सुपर्ब.
तो I started off with a hazelnut shell.
ठीक है.
But I feel कि हम उसमें we can do some coconut, jaggery, एक
केसर.
Yeah.
और कुछ मतलब मोदक की
Yeah.
यादें आ रही
Yeah.
हैं. चलिए, तो यहाँ करें, स्टूडियो में करें, कहाँ करें?
यहाँ शोर बहुत है ना?
है ना?
Yeah, let's
तो
go
स्टूडियो में चले. तो चलो स्टूडियो में चलते हैं. पूजा ढिंगरा के साथ थोड़ी कुछ बातें करेंगे, मस्ती करेंगे, धमाल करेंगे और अंत में खाएंगे मोदक मैक्रोन. चलिए मैडम बताइए कहाँ जाना है.
Let's go. Do you like my new studio?
Absolutely. पहली बार कब आपको लगा कि you can do something in the kitchen? Forget baking, anything, whether it was tea or coffee or anything.
I started baking. My first baking experience is when I was 6 years old.
Oh, how nice.
How baking is joy.
Sure.
You know, today if I bring you a cake or if I tell anybody that I'm a pastry chef, the first, their eyes light up because
Nice.
you're part of their like happiest moments, celebrations. So I loved it. But उस time पे ऐसा लगा नहीं कि ये मेरा career भी बन सकता है.
Wow.
I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. So when I was 17, I went to law school for 2 weeks.
So वकालत से चॉकलात का सफर कैसा रहा पूजा जी आपका?
बहुत अच्छा. आज अभी for business जब भी मुझे contracts पढ़ने होते हैं, I'm like every day I say a little prayer of
Yeah.
thanks.
You know at the back of your mind there's a little lawyer speaking.
I said I chose well. I'm very happy to do what I'm
How
doing.
nice. How
Yeah.
nice.
And then I told my parents कि मुझे I always wanted. I love people. I love the hospitality industry. So मुझे hospitality में कुछ करना था.
Sure.
So I then went to study hospitality
Yeah.
for 4 years.
Oh, lovely.
I went to Switzerland.
Yeah.
I studied there. I worked in 2 hotels in Switzerland and
Which were they?
There was one very small called Villa Toscana in
Sure.
Montreux, and one larger one called through Karon in Veve.
Wow.
So I worked in different departments. और Switzerland में ये जो Veve में I worked in housekeeping.
Okay.
So 6 months I did a internship in housekeeping. So
So हमने वो सब भी किया हुआ है
मतलब
जिंदगी में।
you know टॉयलेट्स धोए हैं, बिस्तर बनाए हैं, like complaints of customers, and it's a leading hotel of the world, so standards are very high. I think वहाँ पे I learned what you know
Discipline, meticulousness.
discipline and attention to detail. So to me, I just learned, you know, कि हम एक रूम में जाते थे and my boss would tell me, come, is this room looking good? And I would look at it and say it's perfect, and she'd be like, no, and she'd go to the couch and एक pillow ऐसे होता, like if it was like this, she would make it straight like this and say, now it's perfect.
And these little things, I agree, make a lot of
So
difference.
you know, then I started doing that because when we started having our boxes of macaroons, and I would tie a ribbon, किसी का ribbon थोड़ा भी ऐसा होता था, so I would be like, is this perfect?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you know, now it's perfect. I'm going to remember my boss. So I think I learned a lot about what attention to detail, what luxury really means, and implemented that when I came back.
Why did you think of macaroons? Because of course, the world is large. You could have done donuts, you could have done Berliners, you could have done anything. You could have done just chocolates.
Yeah.
Why macaroons?
I was in Paris. I was studying pastry, and I still remember my first weekend there. हम एक, you know, my roommate was French, and we were at her friend's house, and she's like, "What do you do here?" I said, "No, I'm here. I'm studying pastry." She's like, "आपने कभी Pierre Hermé के macaron खाया?" I said, "What is this? I don't understand."
The god.
She's like, "You are in Paris, studying pastry, and you don't know who Pierre Hermé is. You don't know what a macaron is. Go tomorrow and buy this." So I went. And I stood outside. Firstly, like for me, pastry in France was so different than what I was used to.
Sure.
It's like beautiful, like almost like jewelry, like art. So I went, I bought a passion fruit one, and I was like, yeah, you know, I stood in line, saw it. It was like a little mini burger. I was like, yeah, you know, like what is the fuss about this? And then I took one bite, and I was like, ये मैंने पहले खाया क्यों नहीं है? You know, why? And it started from there. My parents visited me. I said, अगर पापा को पसंद आ गया ना, that means everyone will like it.
Makes sense.
So I said, why is it not available in India? Why do we only have American style desserts? Why don't we have French style? तो I took Papa, I made him try one rose flavored one, and he loved it.
Yeah.
And so I said, ठीक है, यही करेंगे.
Wow.
And then
was it already Isfahan then or no?
No.
This is pre-Isfahan days.
Pre-Isfahan,
Okay.
yeah. Isfahan was just about starting. And so I came back and I started trying it, and then I failed and I failed and I failed. I said, इसीलिए नहीं मिल रहा है. This is why, because it's very tough to make.
True, I agree.
But then we just didn't give up.
And also see, in this country, sweets are generally associated with the word egg-free. Macaroons, of course, primarily are egg whites and things like that. But then you came up with this whole master plan and turned the devil on its head. And you said, nahin, egg-free hai.
Actually, I was made to do it because everyone kept asking for it.
Because the market
And
demand
the market
was
demanded
such.
it, and मैंने बोला, this is not possible. You know, like when you're young and you're arrogant and you're like French training,
मैं नहीं
and you're
करूँगी.
like मैं नहीं करूँगी, and it's not possible. And then 3-4 years, and I'm like, why are you being such a fool? Like, take it as a challenge, and if you can do
It's
it.
also commercially a huge market, if
Yeah,
you say. And,
yeah,
and
yeah,
what
yeah.
better than India? कुछ कुछ शुरू करते बातें तो चलती रहेंगी, लेकिन
So we'll
let's
start
begin.
with piping the shells.
ठीक है.
Okay. My batter is already ready.
Superb.
तो हमने जब when I started Low 15, now तो we have a machine that helps us do this.
ठीक है.
But first it was बस हम 3 होते थे और 3 we used to pipe like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
ये उस किचन में होता था जहाँ हम मिले थे पहली बार.
Yes.
तो तब 3 लोग थे, आज कितने लोग हैं? 3,000 लोग हैं हमारे साथ. No, but I'm sure you've grown like strength to strength.
We
है
have,
ना?
yeah.
So you do now have like a whole production chart, a whole production cycle in place.
Production chart. We have 5 stores in
है ना?
Bombay.
Nice.
And then we supply our cookies across India.
Lovely. Cookies is a latest addition.
It was a COVID baby.
है ना?
Yeah.
So COVID, of course, for you has been good, bad, ugly, a mix of everything.
Very bad to begin
because
with.
yeah,
very
because
bad.
you also had to shut.
Yeah, we had to shut down our cafe
है ना?
because it was a little bit challenging.
Yeah, and I still remember, you know, when Pooja had posted that little you know, that teary-eyed note, and you know, there was also that glee of excitement in that, saying, you know, listen, finally we have to, you know, we have to drop the curtains, and you know, this is how it is,
Yeah.
and you know, we can't help it. I still remember sending that little note to Pooja saying, Pooja, it's fine, things happen, you know, and that's something that's actually common between the two of us. We call a spade, है ना?
Yeah.
Okay, now this tapping is very important. Please tell us why.
Because we are removing all the air bubbles.
Yeah. So these are little tricks of a pastry chef. You have to see all this very clearly because there are these little things that make a lot of difference.
So this shell already has hazelnut in it.
ठीक है? It's Ganpati and it's Modak time.
Yeah.
And what better
So
than
मेरे
coconut
घर में
and
तो
jaggery?
we get Ganpati at home. So I think last 14 साल से मैं ही प्रसाद बना रही
है ना?
हूँ. Yeah.
And I'm sure this Bappa has Modak in his hands, which is actually a macaroon.
Which is actually a macaron. So we'll set this aside, we let it dry, and then we let it bake. And then magic.
Superbo. This power of television. और macaroon की मलिका आ चुकी है.
Macaron की मलिका, wow!
The queen of macaroons. I just kind of
I love it,
है
I
ना?
love it, I love it.
हिंदुस्तानी कर दिया मैंने उसे. Oh,
Okay.
lovely, lovely.
ठीक है, फिलिंग बना दे.
ठीक है. अच्छा लेकिन इसके पहले you're from Mumbai. You're born here, brought up in this beautiful city. How did Mumbai react to this? क्योंकि हम तो अभी ये देख रहे हैं 15 साल से. मुंबई के लिए काफ़ी नया था ना?
मुंबई के लिए काफ़ी नया था. मैंने बहुत मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर में तो मैं मॉल्स में गई, इवेंट्स में गई, टेबल लगा दिया.
Educate people literally.
टू जस्ट सी फीडबैक.
हाँ.
तो आई वुड यू नो गो टू मॉल्स एंड एक टेबल लगा के वहाँ पे सबको फ्री सैम्पल्स दे के टेस्ट करके आपको क्या लगा, आपको अच्छा लगा, फ्लेवर अच्छा लगा, एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड गेटिंग फीडबैक एंड आई थॉट ओके अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल डू लाइक इट.
Filling क्या है मुझे एग्जैक्टली आप बताएंगे?
वाइट चॉकलेट,
ठीक है.
सैफरन क्रीम,
Lovely.
जैगरी,
ठीक है.
कोकोनट.
Simple.
सिंपल.
Super. And that's another beautiful thing about Pooja's recipes is that Pooja's recipes are very, very, very simple. You know, the whole idea and purpose is कि यार ये एक तो खाने में मज़ा आना चाहिए और दूसरा अगर आप घर पे बनाएं तो आसानी से आपको किराने की दुकान में, पंसारी की दुकान में चीज़ें आराम से अगर मिलेंगी ही नहीं तो आप बनाएंगे कैसे? है ना?
That was the problem I faced. No, मैं पेरिस से वापस आई and there you learn like all these great techniques with all these amazing ingredients and then you're like अरे
क्या
ये
करें?
क्रीम नहीं है, ये चॉकलेट नहीं है, तो how do you make do with what you have available?
Lovely.
So
Beautiful.
and actually I think when I see recipes that have more than 10 ingredients now I just lose interest. I'm like 7 is the ideal. 7 is like the best. 7 ingredients.
चलिए.
That can be my next cookbook.
है ना?
7 ingredient recipes.
Bring it
क्या
on.
आइडिया दिया है वरुण?
Bring it on.
Okay.
So that's white chocolate. White chocolate के अंदर क्रीम और ये क्रीम में आपने ज़ाफ़रान डाल के रखा हुआ है.
Yes.
Super.
Okay, chef, come on.
ठीक है. चल मैं करूँ?
Yes.
और ये है जैगरी.
So it'll give you that little crunchy.
Lovely.
Yum.
Oh my God, this is next level.
Yum. So good. Smelling great, na?
है ना? I'll just keep this here.
Okay. Looking nice, na?
Beautiful. हाँ. अब इसको क्या करना है?
It's quite liquid now, so we have to let it set. So I'm going to put it in the fridge. We'll set it, take it out, and then pipe.
Super. तब तक मैं इसको उल्टा करता हूँ.
Oh, wait. I'm like. Hey.
I was
soon,
thinking.
too soon,
I
too
was
soon.
thinking if you're taking a little while, then
Arey, but we match them, no?
I have already eaten one.
Okay.
Come.
So this is my favorite part. Okay. Just gonna.
Oh my God.
Another secret of macaroons is that you should always let them rest for the flavor to develop. तो इसको हम बंद करके we'll actually leave it in the fridge and we'll eat it obviously now. We'll eat it.
हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं? फ्रिज में जा रहा है ये फिर से?
We'll eat it.
ठीक है.
But if you really want that perfect bite of the shell being a little crispy and the center being soft and you bite into it, that's the trick.
समझ रहे?
Yeah, let's go.
How nice. Super.
Okay, let's shut them.
चले. करो आप ही करो.
So this is another. You close them and you do a little twist
Yeah.
and lock.
How nice. Ta 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 ta.
हम इसको बाइट करने जाएंगे ना, पूरा फिलिंग.
चलेगा.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Get to work. Get to work.
चलिए. How pretty, how beautiful, and how delicate, all at the same time. तो ये है एगलेस मोदक मैक्रोन्स बाय ऑफ कोर्स द वन एंड ओनली पूजा ढिंगरा. गणपति बापा स्पेशल है, पूजा भी स्पेशल है. ये थी पूजा की रसोई. पूजा की रसोई में आके हमने धमाल की है, मस्ती की है, पूजा की जर्नी जानी है, पूजा को जाना है. अब चलते हैं किसी और शेफ़ की रसोई में और देखते हैं वहाँ क्या पक रहा है, ताकि हम उसे थोड़ा ट्विस्ट करें, थोड़े उसके कान मरोड़े और उसे और बेहतर बनाए. बट ये है पूजा ढिंगरा की रसोई अब, और चलते हैं किसी और शेफ़ की रसोई में और देखते हैं वहाँ क्या पक रहा है. तब तक गणपति बाप्पा मोरया.